Many times before our tower moments, we will feel the tower coming. We will start to get little hints, little awarenesses, little nuggets dropping into our knowingness of being like something needs to change. It might be in a specific area, it might be in a specific relationship, it might be a pattern, but we can feel it coming. We can usually receive the intuitive nudges of it before it comes up. And those are really important parts because that's our nervous system preparing us and warning us so that we are able to A, be prepared for the tower moment, or B, actually learn to activate and utilize the tower moment to accelerate the new beginnings that we're also being given. Because with every ending, there's always a new beginning. There's always the cyclical nature. That's the Ouroboros. It's the ending, it's the beginning. You cannot have one without the other. And so when we become more poised and more able to read and anticipate and prepare and sometimes even alchemically organize within ourselves the tower moments, then we can learn to lean into them rather than run away from them. We can learn to utilize them as an activator rather than a debilitator. Because the energy of a tower, the energy of ending, the energy of chaos is the greatest force for creation. We can utilize it to actually catapult ourselves forward. If we learn how to work with frequency, if we learn how to utilize our emotions, if we learn how to utilize these different experiences that a lot of the times can cause for us to become contracted or small or just shrink, and instead we can utilize them to actually expand our ability to overcome the limitations that we have placed upon ourselves. And it comes from intuitively feeling the tower before it comes. It's intuitively knowing the person's going to call before they're going to call, or knowing that the relationship is about to end before it ends. It's like we feel all of these things, and then so many times we act so surprised, like, I didn't see that coming. I didn't know. Don't lie to yourself. You did. You knew. Just like I knew. I knew before the ending of everything. I knew before I literally put myself into the depths of my own suffering. I knew what I was doing. But that's part of the human experience, is to actually do it and then learn from it and then choose to pull ourselves out of it, or get real with ourselves and recognize where we know what's happening before it happens, and the kindness and the patience that sometimes is asked of us before we're ready to truly acknowledge, embody, and address and know that within ourselves. Because as soon as we admit that within ourselves, it's pretty darn hard to be the victim anymore. And, it's a lot more comfortable to be the victim, because then we don't have to look at why we are doing these things to ourselves, why we are actually being the perpetrator to ourselves. And so, or being the hero. Either we're being the hero or we're being the perpetrator, right? It's like we are the master of our realities, and we get to create however we choose to create, and we get to move through it however we choose to move through it. And the different experiences we are given, it's like, yeah, there's some that they're so painful, or there's some that we're so terrified. It's like all of it is just a different emotional experience that we're being given an opportunity to meet more of ourselves. And when we're given an opportunity to meet more of ourselves, how do we respond to that? Do we run away from that, and do we try to run to other people and find others who are going to, acknowledge what we're going through? Or do we allow for ourselves to truly be there with ourselves? Do we allow for ourselves to be the sole witness to what it is that is happening within our lives? That can take time to be comfortable to be able to do that type of work on your own, like one-on-one, and not need those outside validations. But if you are a person that you don't have the outside validations, be the witness to yourself. Be that sacred witness, because I believe, and I found in my own journey, that actually brought me continually deeper to myself. And although it's unfortunate that I do not have more community and more connections in my life at this point in time, I also know that the ones that I do have and the ones that I do attract in are very healthy and are autonomous within themselves also, and they're able to hold discernment within themselves and look and celebrate themselves critically, and they're not looking for a state of codependency in everything that they are intersecting with. And so that kind of got off on a little bit of a ramble. Hopefully, I don't even remember where we started. So hopefully it was able to support you. And however is landed, however is good to support. Oh, right, the tower moments. Perpetuating, feeling the tower moments. Yeah. So hopefully this allows for you to have a little bit more insight into yourself and a little bit more curiosity when, you do feel the things coming before they come. And, do we avoid them? Do we put the blinders up? Do we ignore it? Or do we actually allow for ourselves to honor it, recognize it, and utilize it to create something beautiful in our lives, rather than feeling like we are at the mercy of something that is overpowering our lives? And so I'm going to pause it there. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you're finding resonant with what I'm talking about. And thank you for being on this journey. Thank you for being a part of this new space, this new area of transmission that I'm stepping into and sharing, and vulnerability. And yeah, thank you for holding the sacred space for me to finally find the ability and the capacity to express the truth that has always been within me.